Okay, well, I thought I'd start in the local area today, just over the border in New South Wales, where I went yesterday. I'll see if I can put a link on YouTube to the fires that I showed there. I always love the way people have got time for a bit of art around here. We'll just see up ahead here in a second someone's shed, which is a nice little bit of art in itself. I've got to say, it's a lot cooler today than it has been the last couple of days. I'm assuming that all of the smoke has reduced the amount of energy coming from the sun to the ground. Now, isn't that a great bit of work? Take an old shed and make it interesting. I mean, you've got to paint it anyway. I love shit like that. Could do with a bit of repair up there though. Okay, well, let's see how far we go. I was going to go and try and get up to the ridge up there on the right, but we'll see how I feel. It's surprising, even though we're just one ridge over, how much more grass is available here compared to Killarney, which is less than 10 kilometres. It's just over that ridge on that side over there. There's even a bit of water in that creek over there. Quite interesting how microclimates vary. And yet, just on the other side of the ridge to the right is where those big fires have been, so yeah. It's interesting. Tell you what, I almost wish I'd put a shirt on. Oh well. Oh, don't know if he comes out. Rosella. But you can see there's extremely reduced visibility from the smoke from the fires. Probably won't stand out to anybody else, because they all look like trees to most people, but surprising, this valley's got substantially different makeup of gum tree types compared to the valley in Killarney. And up on the ridge there, if we get there, it's even more obvious. But even still, it's pretty dry around here. Okay, what does this sign say? A bike's supporters bike just like the team. Okay, well, g'day. Pacing a kangaroo. And will he jump in front of me? No idea. Just give him space in case he does. And under the fence he goes. Oh, and there's a few more on the lawn over there. That was fun. Don't know if you can hear the bellbirds. Oh, and a kookaburra. Yeah, I've got like something happening from all of the air I've been breathing. Well, the smoke in the air that I've been breathing. Obviously no shortage of kangaroos around here. I don't know if the scoot's going to get up the next hill. Pity it's not stereo. Bellbirds and a couple of rosellas. And a distant eastern whipbird. As you might notice, it's steep country around here. The whole place is steep country. Yes. I always like getting out early in the morning. I don't even think it's 6 o'clock yet. Don't know if you can see down there, but it's quite steep gorge country around here. It's kind of interesting looking at the different layers caused by the smoke. Well, caused by distance and the smoke. Be interested to see if I end up walking down this, see if my brakes cope with it. But you know, we're still 48, so it's not like some of that really steep stuff where my brakes faded, which was doing 46 volts on the way up and spastic on the way down. want to have to hit the dirt. Because it's not dirt. It's rock. Hopefully there won't be much traffic on the way up, on the way down. Further up to the turn off than I thought it was. Is this it? Yeah, Acacia Scrub Road. Okay, well, let's see. Obviously I'm going to have to get off in a second. Another cattle grid. This one's definitely a carrier. Looks like a bunch of old railway line. Okay. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and moreover. This is actually really impressively beautiful forest here. See how she goes on starting on this one, eh? .47 volts. Bit of a punishment. Now, isn't this just fucking beautiful forest? Unbelievable. Yeah, the cruise control didn't want to lock in. Seems like cruise control just doesn't do the thing if you're on a really steep slope. I don't know, maybe it's because the... Whoa. Maybe it's because the voltages are being hammered. Isn't this just a wonderful bit of forest here? Couldn't ask for better light either. Wonder how warm the motor's getting. No, not bad. Not even warm enough to bother me. Well, normally I'd say there's a good breeze here, but oh, look at that, he spotted me. Yeah, just fantastic stuff. I love it. Okay, well, let's see how the brakes cope with us on the way down. Should be interesting, because you don't want to go too fast on this. Yep, because the back wheel just slipped. Might need to rest the brake a bit on the way down. Definitely don't want to let the speed get too high on the way down here, because it's pretty loose gravel, and these tyres are made for roads, and maybe me, since I'm a fat old bastard now. Still, brake seems to be coping with it. Isn't this just, oh, cockatoo. Yeah. Even had trouble keeping my grip when I got off the scoot. I'm standing. Yeah, I know. Just these couple of grass trees, tree ferns over there. Don't know if you can hear me over those guys, indicating that, and they're pretty old, looking at the height of them. They're just over there. This place used to be rainforest before it became open sclerophyll. Interesting. I think I'll check my brake temperature down at the bottom of this. Well, it has used a few watts coming up here, because we're showing 50, which, you know, I left at 50, 54 point something. Someone's done some work to this recently. By the way, you might notice the sound of the rear wheel locking up every now and again. And that also happens because I take my back foot off the wheel, because, you know, weight distribution counts, right? Well, scooter riders seem to forget that. They just think that, oh, you just slam on the brakes. But you'll notice that I'm leaning as far back as I can, pretty much, without being stupid about it, so that I've got the majority of my weight on the front, on the back, because I don't want the front to let go, because that's what I steer with, you know. So, a really important aspect for scooter riders who don't seem to know very much, I mean the scooter riders who do, but I mean the scooter riders who don't, is just knowing, just change feet, just knowing how much you can brake with your front before losing it, and it often doesn't give you much signal, and it all goes south pretty bad pretty fast when you lose the front, and it's a short wheelbase, you know. So yeah, sure, I wouldn't mind a front brake just to even balance some of these downhills, but, you know, I'm kind of not really that concerned about it, because the back brake by itself is quite sufficient. And I'm, you know, doing an okay pace down here with totally no power, it's just gravity. That's good. Ah, that is nice. very pleasant. It's a couple of steep bits, but my brake should be rested by now. Yeah, bloody hell. Well, if you weren't sure how steep this drops off, you can see the tops of the trees just over there, and you know we're level with them, and that's a pretty steep gully down there. Oh, I might actually need a bit of power here. Nearly lost my hat. Just shave off a bit of speed. Just jump a pothole because it's fun. Okay, that looks steeper ahead, so haven't shaved off. If friction hasn't shaved off enough, I might shave off a bit more. If you didn't notice it on the way up, locals obviously have to clear this. You want to keep using the road. So people have a chainsaw in their truck for the obvious reasons. Gee, and you can't see anything out there except for smoke. Bloody hell. I spotted you on the way up. Well, that's good. I get to avoid the bumps by not having to pull over for a car. Wallaby in the middle of the road, little one. I don't know what speed I'm doing here. There's a bit on the nose. Dead kangaroo back there. Oh, that was fun. I feel a little bit of warmth on my back. So as the sun's rising and getting a more acute, getting away from the acute angle, it's warming me up. I like the way the cruise control gives me such a reasonably smooth transition from downhill to flat to uphill, and you know, when it gets steeper like here it starts to noticeably slow down the speed, but maybe I see if we get a little GPS based speedo or something. fun, rather than risk my phone on it all the time, because, you know, I do tend to take it to some bumpy places. Okay, well, we're heading back down to that shed down there again, so I might as well cut the video here and catch up with you.